Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Oh, I can see when I'm ready to stream. That gaming can take me away. Driving that car or fighting that creature of the night like a dream. Take me away, I'm in a fantasy stream, in the game that is so extreme. Racing my mind, Ashton streams for all time, cause baby she's ready to stream.
I'm turning the PlayStation off. Guess who's back? I am back again for another stream, everyone. I was here 3 days ago and back again now. Isn't that exciting? I hope everyone's having a good Monday. I have killed all of the boys. They're not here anymore. It's just me. I'm gonna stream every single day, and I'm never gonna address it. You're never gonna see them ever again. They're gone. Gone. I will stream tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and then back again on Monday, forever and ever. Just me over and over again.
Yeah.
Hello, Ashton.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright.
How was your weekend?
It was nice.
Time for more Love Wednesdays with Ashton. It's a triple mix of Ashton streams.
It is.
Really enjoyed the new episode of Weirdest Games Ever. Hope you are having a wonderful day.
Thank you, Stephen, for the bits. I'm glad you enjoyed Weirdest Games Ever. It was certainly a weird one. I didn't confess to anything. If you tell anyone, snitches. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I've swapped Peter this week. He's here on Wednesday because I'm busy on Wednesday, so I wanted to swap. So I thought, let's do a stream today. That'll be nice. Also, Peter isn't actually here today. He took the day off. So, winners all round for us all. I'm also not doing Wednesday next week, would you believe? I'm doing Tuesday next week. Gracie girl. Today we're playing some more Planet of Lana. Played this 2-ish, or a week and a half ago. We've got to rescue Alan the cat. He got kidnapped by aliens, and we've got to rescue Alan. Not to be confused. Alan is an alien, I think, but Alan's a friend of the alien. You know? I actually prefer the term grass to snitch. That's fair enough. That is a better term, to be fair. Yeah, it is a coup. A coup d'etat. I've taken over, and it's my channel now. No one can stop me. I'm taking over the TikTok. I'm going to take over the Twitch, and then eventually the YouTube channel. It'll just be me. And I'll change it, and it'll be called Ashton Jump. And I'll make all of the videos I want, and I won't have to play any of Peter's stinky weird games that are too hard all the time. Mr. Black, thank you for resubscribing for 39 months. If it isn't the hardest working live streamer on TripleJump, Ashton Matthews. Proud to celebrate my 39th month on an Ashton stream. Well, you'd be hard to not. This week, hey. I am the hardest working woman in showbiz. It's true. I just accept responsibility for everyone else's shortcomings. And they're particularly short in the case of Peter Austin. But no more Gollum. No more Gollum indeed. Gollum can get flipped. So there. Raindrop Joy, thank you for subscribing for 26 months. Happy Monday, Ashton. Hope you are well. I am good. I went to the beach this weekend again. And then yesterday I played Minecraft. And then today I'm going to have burgers for tea. And I'm going to hang out with my cats. And I'm going to play Hellblade. That's what I'm doing when I get home. After this. Duo Goliath, thank you for gifting 6 subs. They went to Jamie Summers, NJ Klein 58, CW Jolly, Rathorius, Tenchi_CS, and Mike Stubbsy. A couple of sub babies in there as well. A couple of 9-monthers in here. That's nice, isn't it? Anyway, we're playing some more Planet of Lana today. Should we get on with it? I think we shall. I think we should get on with it. Let's do it. Oh. Uno momento. There we go. It's there now. It's there now. How am I finding Hellblade? I love that game, but it's been a while. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know how far I am. I thought I was farther in than I am. I think I've just got to the point where you have to go to like 3 areas and be able to get the sword out of a tree. That's where I am in the game. I don't know how far in that is, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's really great. I think that it's so clever, and I can totally see why everyone who plays it loves it and thinks it's great. God, that's loud, isn't it? Hello? Hello? That's too loud. Thank you. We're on the spaceship now. Anyone remember how to play this game? I don't remember how to play this game. Huh. Huh. Hey, Batman fan Drew. How's it going? Did you have a nice weekend also? I hope so. Something on my face. What is that? Oh. Balls. Get away! Get this spidery bugger out my face. Please stop. Thank you so much for subscribing with Prime for 26 months. It's a pleasure to have you here. Oh, I thought I was hiding behind it. In retrospect, I should have looked at the screen. Yes, I remember being blown away by the sound design and thinking graphically it was top notch at the time. Excited for the second. Ditto, my friend. My weekend was good. Went to Cardiff Pride yesterday and had a good time. Amazing. Did you dance the night away? Have you played the new Lord of the Rings game? The Gollum one? Or is there another one that I don't know about? Which, I mean, there could be. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings girly. Is it the Gollum one? Or is there another one that's been released? Because if it's the Gollum one, yeah, we played it a few times actually. If you want to watch, you can do. It's on the VODs channel. Oh. Bollocks. I do not love Gollum. Gollum is a bad game. Objectively terrible game. But if you enjoy it, I'm happy for you. Didn't do much dancing, but got complimented on my dress. I mean, what more could you want? The new one is how many discs can you break of Gollum and therefore save the world? Yeah. Can we get all of the Gollum discs, dump them in a landfill, and save and send the world into another video game crash? Go, go, go. Did it. Can we send copies of Gollum for the Tatapil a la Hannah Montana? I don't even know if they did physical copies of Gollum. I think it was just digital copies, so you might have a hard time with that. Oh my god, they're mincing up the mammals. What if they did that to Alan? They better not have minced up Alan. Alan! Oh my god, Alan's safe. God, I thought Alan was going to die then. Alan! Is this how hot dogs are made? Maybe. I don't like hot dogs. They freak me out. One time I went to a friend's birthday party and I had a hot dog at a bowling alley, and then I proceeded to have volatile plops for a good while afterwards. And I've never eaten one of those hot dogs ever since. They scare me. They fill me with actual genuine fear. It's like how some people can't have like tequila because it makes them feel sick at the smell of it. That's how I feel about hot dogs. Sensible or not, I'm not sure, but I hate hot dogs, man. I went to school with a volatile. Oh, really? Was he Italian? Get up there! Lana! Lana! Quickly! Oh my god, that was a close one. Just had a PS5 with Gollum installed to the Tatapil. Yeah, just do that. I want a hot dog now, which is bad. I mean, hey, who am I to judge the reason why you want a hot dog? If that's me telling the story of how a hot dog gave me diarrhea, who am I to judge? Alan! Oh no, what's happening to Alan? I agree, burgers are better than hot dogs. Flip. James have a hot dog. Is that how he got plops? Yeah, he went to download and he had a hot dog, and now he's got the hot plops. The hot plops. I've had a good idea for the Tatapil this year. I thought, damn, maybe a bit early to think about that before realising the festive stuff is only like 5 months away. That, oh my god, that is true. Get up there, homie. can't go up there. How do we get in there? Wouldn't it be weird if the plops came out cold though? Would that not be more worrying? I mean, maybe, but I just prefer not to think about that actually. Right. We've got to get this over here. But I don't know how long that thing is going to be sleeping for. Hi, Farwell. Yeah, sorry about that. Just talking about James having hot plops. Give me my boy. My Alan. Oh my god, my jaw keeps clicking. I don't know what's going on. I feel like my whole mouth needs to like click back into place. I'm stressing out, man. Get off there. How do I bloody knock him off? This thing is not very easy to control. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. I just can't get him out of this thing. The mic picked that up too. I know, it was I was loud in my head. The stress probably causing the jaw clicking in the first place. Do you grind your teeth at night? I don't think so. I never have done in the past. I also don't really know what that means. So I do this. I don't think I do that. I've never done it in the past. How would I know? Like I need a face massage. Is that a thing? Like a jaw massage. That's true. It is a stressful job running the whole channel by myself. It is. Yeah, it's really hard. But someone's got to do it, you know. You know, the responsibility falls to all of us sometimes, and it's just sometimes you have to be stressed because you know that you're doing it for the greater good. Yeah. We saved Alan. We just won the game. Damn straight we did. We do have to save our sibling as well, though. They also were kidnapped, and they might have been turned into jelly. Oh god. Ashton hinges her jaw and eats an antelope whole. Who told you that? How did you know that? It was my little secret. Come with, Alan. I got what you were saying, boring Lona. We all know the great good, and if you've not watched Hot Fuzz, then you're seriously missing out. It's just a one jump now, actually. Exactly. Just me now. Meow. No. Alan just said no. Can we not go this way then? Oh no, I don't think we can fit under there. We're too bloody big. Nick Frost and Hot Buzz is my spirit animal. I mean, it's a pretty good spirit animal, to be fair. Come on, friend. We've got to go. Oh. We're in the void now. I can hear a baby. Oh, baby. I can't take care of it. Oh my god, what are they doing with the babies? Oh my god, they've been mincing the babies. What are they doing with the babies? I'm not sure. Not sure, I want to know. I have watched Cuban Fury. Cuban Fury's pretty good, man. I watched that quite recently, actually. Why is it in most games you play, when you enter a void like this area, there's a baby cry in the background? It's because there's nothing more haunting than a baby's cry. Are they doing our Matrix with these babies? Hope not. Well, they'd have a happy life. Void equals womb metaphor? Question mark? Oh, maybe. Oh, this is kind of nice. Oh, no, never mind. Well, so at least you can see some plants, but they're feeding them out of, like, rabbit bottles. Where are you, sibling? So is my sibling called Elo? There they are. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Did it speak in English? Did it just say, look out, go, go? You know, I was thinking about this today. You know how in Assassin's Creed, they like, will jump from extreme heights and just land in a hay bale and be like, yeah, that's fine, I'm fine. But I do think that maybe they would not be fine, you know? I think actually, if we're being honest with ourselves, there's no way these assassins would survive those big falls from great heights. Because I think if you landed as they normally do, back first into a bale of hay from about like 70 foot off the ground, I think your spine's going to become mush. I think you're going to get snapped in half. Become one with the concrete, you know? And I just don't think we should be promoting the fact that these seemingly human people can just do that. I mean, none of us have got magical powers or superpowers in the form of the eagle vision, but I just think that maybe that I don't believe it. It's like how people say, oh, could Chell from Portal, could she have survived what she did, the speeds that she was going at? And I think the general consensus was no, she can't. Because even if she, you know, attempted to, she can break her legs. Excellent idea for prove it, I'd say, yeah. What? You think Assassin's Creed does something unrealistic? I know. The orb. Cho has them special boots. It's true. Everything was simply softer in the past. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was. Gravity was different back then. Gravity's got heavier now. You know? It didn't used to be as heavy. Oh. Oh boy. I'm not gonna make it. How the hell am I meant to do that? Oh, I see. Right, okay. Newton didn't invent gravity yet. Yeah, that's right. You are correct. Balls! Balls. Okay, so she can't just yeet herself at the wall and it always works. Boss! Why didn't she grab that? So we have to take a run up. Okay, that's what we've learned. We have to take a run up. Huh? What? It's not really a Metroidvania, Leonard, and I wouldn't say it's a Mario Sonics either. I'd say it's the same genre. Piss! I'd say it's the same genre as like your Inside, your Limbo, that kind of thing. Which I don't know what what that genre is, really. Is there a name for that genre? Your Little Nightmares, kind of 2D. Piss! Why can I not do this? Maybe I do have to jump backwards, yeah, but that feels silly, you know? She just does it sometimes, but doesn't do it all the time. Huh. Oh God, why will she not grab that wall? Sorry, everyone. Okay, well that one, to be fair, was my fault. I jumped too early. I'll take responsibility for that one. Send Alan to do it. Yeah, we should just make Alan do it. Do it, Lana! Run for your life! Right, don't mess this up for me, Lana. Oh, she did it! Oh, God. Oh, God, I have to go back now. I have to go back! Oh, God, that was a bit tasty, that one. Ugh. Oh, piss! I'm pressing the jump button hard enough. Well, I'm pressing it bloody hard. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Lana, please! For the love of God! I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man. I don't know why she's not doing it! Right, don't mess this up again, Lana, I swear to God. Ugh. What do I... Okay, well, I think I did that actually last time as well, but... God! No! Back off, son! Oh, God. Right, what do I do now, eh? I have to remember where all the Xbox buttons are. I'm doing it! Oh my God, I've got Super Saiyan on it! Oh God, A, not Y. Sweating now. No! I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh God. No. I wouldn't say that's my proest of works. Oh my God, Alan! Oh my God, is Alan dead? We're about to finish this game. Alan! Alan. Alan, wake up! Oh my god, guys. Alan's dead. Moment of silence for Alan. I'm sad that Alan died. R.I.P. Alan. Gone but never forgotten. Big up Cat and Stars. Oh well, we're singing to it now, guys. We're singing to it now. Imagine if your cat just died and your first instinct was just to hum it a little ditty. Hey, now don't blame me, alright? I didn't know this was going to happen. Oh my god, I thought it was going to come back to life. It's still dead. Oh my god, it's going to come back to life. Alan, please come back to life. We're singing you a little song. He's alive! He lived! Alan! He's alive! Uh-oh. The spaceship's alive too. Bad news. Bwah! Oh no! Alan lived, but so does everyone else. Or are they our friends now? Are they friendly? Alan ate the sun and lived. I think most cats could do that, to be fair. Alan is revived by the power of friendship. Cute. Look at him. Yeah, he's been a robot cat this whole time, yeah. At least I'm pretty sure we knew it was a robot cat. Sorry, my bra. Okay, if I lean back, my bra just busts out this top. So sorry about that. Well, it's a nice bra though, so hey, you're welcome. Welcome back, Alan. We love you. Chat was worried about you there. Chat was concerned about you, Alan. We're back at the beginning of the game. We didn't find barely any of the secrets. I guess that's why he wasn't turned into a hot dog before. No machine parts and hot dogs, just everything else. That's true. It's every other part of an animal, but not the machine part. Let's go, Alan. Look, the machine's helping rebuild. Machines and people living in harmony until they inevitably go feral again and destroy the babies. Hello, babies. It's carrying the tomatoes around. Cute. The game is visually, yeah, very pretty. This game's been great. What a nice game. Sorry, I'm so emotional. Love that cat. Sorry he was dead. Alan, wait. Wait for us, Alan. Ugh. Now we can make jumps. Rubbish. Can a robot cat die if he was never alive? Well, I suppose you say your phone died. Like, that can happen. That's a phrase. So one would assume that if your phone can die, so can the robot cat. Where's our sibling? Hello. Elo. We finished the game, gang. What are we going to play next? We can go back to Dordogne, or we can go and play some more Fall of Porcupine. Which would you guys prefer? Those are the things I have installed currently. Gollum, I'm kidding. Shut up. Banned. Cute. Dead Island 2 I think is also installed on the PlayStation. So I could play some more Dead Island 2. What would you guys prefer? Poll? Hey Mr. Z. Pleasure to have you here. Glad you like the channel. How do I make a poll? Are there any mods that can make me a poll? Where's my mouse? I'm not allowed a mouse, apparently. I can see it, but it's not coming up. Mr. Black, could you make a poll with Dead Island 2, Pigeon Game, and Dordogne, however you want to spell it? People want to play. I think those are what I've got installed. I don't actually know if Dead Island 2 is installed. Let me have a lookie. Gunstar Heroes. I don't quite have that one installed either, my friend. Ben's at home playing Diablo. Chicky Minx. Honky Star Rail. Oh, it is on the PlayStation. What we got? pigeon game. Vote in the poll. See what do you guys want to play? My mouse disappeared again. This music kind of bangs, you know. 6 votes for the pigeon game. No one wants Timmy to say dodoing wrong over and over again. Dodoing was a child endangerment sim, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I feel like I do need to stream some Honky Star Rail. Like, I feel like me and Ben need to sit down and give it a go when it comes out on PlayStation 5, because all I know about it is that it's not called Honky Star Rail. You know, Honky. I don't even know. I can't even know what it's called. It must be something. It's Honkai. Is it Honkai Star Rail? I don't know. Wow, that was a nice game, you guys. Fan of Lana. What a good one. What a good one. Eh? What a lovely one. I didn't find barely any of the secrets, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. And I hope you are too, because I am. Currently sitting at 7 votes for Pigeon Game, 6 votes for Dordoing. So you've got, I don't know how long left to vote before I decide which one to play. It's very tight at the moment, so I'm just here to stand honky tonk man. Who's showing me 33 Immortals when it comes out and inviting chat to fill the numbers? Oh god, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't even know 33 people, so I could never play it in my spare time, you know. My boob is falling out the bottom of this bra. I need to know, this bra is new and it's not right. Sorry, I'm just gonna touch my boobs for a sec because they are escaping out of my bra. Okay, I think we're going for the pigeon game, aka Fall of Porcupine, which we played the other day, which is great because that's on Steam, so that's easy enough. Don't even have to turn the PlayStation on. Buzz in. Buzz in! Pigeon game wins. We're playing Fall of Porcupine. Let me, hold on, let me just fix this. Thank you. And change the stream info. We get to do some medicine, practice some medicine. There we go. So the new stream title is I need 50 cc's of bread, stat. We're having a Discord call with 33 people on it playing that game. Oh god. I can't even have a Discord call with 2 people without feeling like my brain's gonna explode. That feels like hell. Since the things I vote for never seem to win, maybe I should vote for the Tories next election. Good one! Don't do that. This was the game where Ashton yelled something and it legit almost killed me when I choked on my drink. Well, if there's one thing I can do, it's shout things that make people snort their drink. Also, you can check that out on my Twitter or on TikTok if you want to know what bad joke Buddy's talking about, or watch last Friday's stream. Oh, sorry, it's so rude of me to keep yawning. Oh yeah, we're going to race this person, aren't we? Hold on. Why are you so ginormous? What? Hold on. I don't know what's going on. This is fine. So why is it too big? Well, let's see if it works. "50 crispy crumbs of bread." Exactly. There you are. Why is it doing that? Yeah, I'll come to a sports call with you. Sure. Alright, come on then. Race you to the school sports court, if you insist. Great. On your marks, get set. What? Go. Right. I don't know why it's so zoomed in. I'm hoping that that's not going to be forever. How was that not highlight of the week? Well, I think Fraser had already done highlight of the week before that stream, to be fair. So I can't blame him entirely. But blame Fraser, it's all Fraser's fault. I think that it happened after he'd already started streaming and then he'd already done Twitch stream highlight of the week. So rude of him to not factor in the fact that I might shout the word "come" during my stream. How was he not to know that? God, this sports court's a bloody trek away. I'm knackered. My mum used to tell me I wasn't allowed to say. I'm lost. It's only my second day of work. I love the way this pigeon looks. It's got great eyes. Wow, what's happened here? What do you think? After a long day, I need to work up a bit of energy. The university clinic where I used to work has its own sports field. I discovered this hidden gem last week. I hereby present to you... Nice! So do you want me to join in? That's the plan. Today we're playing basketball. You know how to shoot hoops, right? I was always good at school. I got teased a lot for being one of the youngest. But I always got the baskets. Alright then. Looks like I chose the right guy to play against. I mean, can he fly? Because that sounds like cheating. See who wins. Ready? Pass me the ball. I'm real mainlining this. Oh my god. What's that in controller? There's no on my controller. I'm gonna go with X. Score a basket with the special ball to get 3 points. Whoever has the most points at the end is the winner. Okay. It's A. Yeah, that. Get my level. Get my level. Kobe. Oh my god. Get out my level, homie. You should not scored even one yet. Ka-chow. Oh, balls. That was a special ball. Ah! Cow. Literally. Get out of here with that. I'm gonna win! Get dunked on, cow. Oh, I'm so sick at this. My ball's so small compared to hers. God, I'm sick at basketball. Oof. You really showed me. Damn straight I did. I didn't know you were so good. Oh, I think you just caught me on a good day. The last time I played basketball was at school. When I start a team at Porcupine, you have to join me. Haha, okay. So Finley, how do you like it here? Not just work in general. Porcupine. Oh, Stephen, to update you on how the date on Saturday went. It went well. Brought her flowers and paid for the meal. We had good conversations. Yay! I'm so glad it went well. Oh, that's so cute. No one's ever bought me flowers. That's so cute. Oh, I'm glad it went well. Are you going to see her again? Or are you playing it cool? Did you message her yet? Or... I haven't unpacked my boxes yet. Missed the romance with the flowers. Damn straight. And then I was out of action for a while. It feels a bit like when I first started university. A little lonely. Really? But you're already fitting in so well. How do you mean? Well, somehow you get along with everyone here. And it feels, like I don't know anyone yet. I feel a little lonely. Every time I move town, it gets a little harder somehow. I had a few friends at school. Even at university, I struggled to meet people. And in Porcupine, I really only know the people from the hospital. Met her a few times since then. No plans for another date. Well, hey, there's no rush. But I'm glad it went well. You really think I'm fitting in well? Totally. Funny, I feel the same way as you, actually. Really? That's a surprise. I haven't had much free time so far. And when I do, I never have the energy to do anything. It's tough to get to know anyone. But I've made up my mind not to get bogged down in work. I want to make sure I always save some energy for trying out new things, meeting new people, maybe even making some friends. I'm sure we'll both find friends here, and whenever you want to try something new, you can always let me know. That's enough for today, I think. I'm starving. I need to make something to eat. Besides, some of us have an early shift tomorrow. It's your first night shift, right? Yeah, hope it goes alright. Sure it will. Believe in you. I've got to run now. See you tomorrow night. Alright. Alright. I'm sorry. Kieran has just sent me the most insane thing. Oh, he found a Eurovision costume. A perfect would have been Eurovision costume. And it's like a gold, like, foil jacket with star lining. Wow. That's quite something. I can't wait to sleep in tomorrow. Hold on. Can we go to the pub, or are we not allowed? Is it too late to go to the pub? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Can we go this way? Oh, what's this way? Get to Jeff for next year's Summer Game Fest. Yeah. He'd look great in it. Okay. Right. Let's just go to bed. I don't think we're going to miss out on anything tonight. I think we've had our fun. Shooting some hoops. Playing some b-ball outside of the school. Oh. Overshot the door. Can't wait to sleep in tomorrow. Good night, world. Did some Kobe's, R.I.P. Rip. My apartment's a mess. Actually, it's not that bad, is it? I mean, it's only going to get messy again anyway. This is me rationalising cleaning. Now I just have to tidy it up again. Maybe I should just maintain a consistent level of chaos at all times. Meh. I should put my laundry away at least. Otherwise it'll end up lying around all week. Hope my lazy furniture future self appreciates this. The best way I found myself of like cleaning the house is just inviting someone over. If I invite them over, then I feel the need to clean, and then my house gets cleaned. You know? And there is still music or sound. It just went quiet all of a sudden. Oh, a phone call. Yellow, Finlo. Hey. Peanut, is that you? Bingo. What's up? How's stuff? What's the goss? You still in bed after the accident? Yeah, no, I'm back on my feet now. I even played basketball with a colleague yesterday. You played basketball? I wish I'd seen that. Like, a Peanut's got a crush on us. Anyway, are you free right now by any chance? Yeah, still at home on my first night shift tonight. Ooh, exciting. Are you nervous? Nope, not yet. I'm sure that'll change later. Sounds like a little distraction would do you good. You think you could swing by my store? I could use your help. I want to check out the high street anyway. Sure, I'll stop by. Perfecto, thanks so much. See you soon. Let's bounce. When I was a teenager, well, it must have been like maybe 12 or 13, like very early teenager. Well, not me, sorry. My village got a new like bunch of stuff for the park, the playing field. One of those things was this little like, I can best be described as a mega bus stop, in the sense that it was like a little walls on 3 sides with a bench around the edge and then a roof. But it was like deep enough to fit maybe like 3 or 4 people on each side. And it was supposed to have like an inbuilt radio. But the town I lived in, I would say it doesn't have the best population of people. We were a small town, there's not a lot to do. So of course, what do people do? They destroy stuff. Specifically, they destroy this thing. So they like ripped the radio out. That was gone almost immediately. And then what we figured out was that we could use the hole where the radio was to climb up onto the roof and sit on the roof of it. So a couple times when we were out with our friends, we'd like sit on the roof of the bus stop thing and hang out up there, just because you could sit in the sun. And I don't know why, it just was more fun to sit on top of it because you're higher up. You know how it is when you're a kid. Anyway, the way that the field was laid out was that there was like a fence around the corner, but it was kind of in the distance around like the actual like basketball court, and then a bunch of hedges, so you couldn't really see around the corner, but you could see from this one corner. And one day, my mum's friend and my friend's mum, who are the same person, saw us on top of this thing, and she told my mum, the snitch. And when I got home, we both went back to my house because she was at our house, and she told my mum, and they were like, you can't climb on the bus stop, you can't be a youth. And I was like, whoa, who's been snitching on me? And it turns out she'd seen us from far away, and she decided to tell my mum. She grassed on me. What the hell's that about? And I was like, if this is the most rebellious thing that I could possibly do, sit on top of a bus, like, not bus stop thing at the park, then you've got it easy. I don't smoke, I don't underage drink, I don't do drugs. All I was doing was climbing on top of a stationary thing that was about 2 meters off the ground. And I always think back about it now, and I'm like, that was really the least of their problems. I could be doing anything. I wasn't, because I wasn't very cool. I was objectively uncool. However, I could have been doing things that are much worse. But I wasn't. All I was doing was sitting on a roof, It wasn't even a high roof. Anyway, that bus stop just reminded me of that. So we're conducting a survey of Porcupine's residents to see what we can do. Right, shoot. All right. So first question, approximately how many pens do you own? Oh, that's a tough one right off the bat. I guess if I had to put a number on it, maybe 5. 5 pens. Okay. How many times a day do you use a pen? I did a lot of them when I was at university. These days I do most things digitally. Also want digital move to Porcupine. I see. What about paper? Do you use paper? For writing? Not so much. Okay. Alright, that's it. Thank you for your time. We'll try to pivot our portfolio to meet the current needs of our Porcupine's population. No problem. Happy to help. Sorry about that. This mum's friend or friend's mum. Sounds kind of Karen-y. No, she's not. She's not Karen-y. Though she did at one point give my parents COVID, who then gave me COVID at Christmas. So, but I'm not allowed to bring that up because she did get actually really sick from COVID, but she did also give us COVID. So, Bimbo, are you sure? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Am I dead? Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. You're the unluckiest person I know, you know that? I just wanted to come and help. I know, thanks. And you really have too. What do you mean? I need an idea for my facade. Looks like you've sorted that out for me. I'm just glad I bought all the plants in first. Haha. This look suits you. You should wear it more often. You think? Absolutely, it adds that much needed touch of colour to your face. Also, I wasn't pregnant. There was people in my town and at my school who were pregnant before the age of 15. And I wasn't one of them. I wasn't. So why was they so angry about me being on top of this bus shelter? Do you know what? Next time I see them, I'm going to bring it up. I will forget about this before I even get home tonight. But I'm just going to try and make a mental note to bring this up to them next time I see them and be like, of all the things you could have been mad about, I only ever did one rebellious thing in my life, and that was throw a party when I was 17 and my parents went on holiday. That was the only thing I ever did that was rebellious. And I got told off for sitting on a bus shelter more than I got told off for having a party, by the way. Because my mum was actually they were kind of impressed. Admittedly, blocked the toilet. There was mysterious stains on the wall. And someone may have been near my parents' bed. But anyway, regardless, that was the... Sorry, I'm fidgeting because I can't get comfortable today. That was the most rebellious thing I ever did. When you want to sass back, you just say, what's more dangerous, climbing a shelter or being patient zero? That's a good one. That's more like it. You really are a walking disaster area, aren't you? When you tabbed out and you randomly hear, and I also wasn't pregnant. Exactly. I wasn't. That's the thing. I've never been pregnant in my whole life. Hits you on the head, now a bucket of paint. Maybe it really is just bad luck. You know what? I just realised I haven't been in your store before. Nice place you have here. Impressive. Oh, I'm impressed. Thank you. I've put a lot of work into it. How's business going? How do you think? I love my plants. And so does everyone else. Are you still looking for an assistant? If you're interested in the position, I'll be expecting a formal application, young man. Hey, it was worth a shot. How's your head? Never had any complaints. I'm starting to get used to the bumps. We'll buy you a helmet with a capital F on it. That way everyone can see you coming. I've also never been pregnant, but I am also a man. I've never been pregnant either. I'd make a good teenage girl. Well, in my town, you either leave the town or you end up pregnant. Those, if you're a woman anyway. If you're not a woman, you either leave the town or you end up with one of two things. A farmer or a drug dealer. Those are about the two options if you live in my town. Ruin my hair? Never. Have you got time for a day out tomorrow? You know I don't actually want a helmet, right? No, I want to go to Glow Milk Woods. Want to come with me? Finley, can you hear me? Hello? What? I think I still have paint in my ears. Some careless person dropped a bucket of paint on my head. I'm really sorry. It's alright. Yeah, I'm in. Woodland there is good for the health. Great. The more you say you weren't pregnant, the more I believe you were. Be honest, is Tiny Peter your child? I wish. Just kidding. He's not. He's also 5 years older than me, so. Could be both. I guess you could be both a farmer and a drug dealer. There is a lot of big farming, young farmers' balls they all go to all the time. And I imagine they are rife with drugs. Great. Okay, time for me to head off to my night shift. See you tomorrow then. We'll just meet up at my store, okay? And watch your head, Finley. Okay, bye. Oh, wow, that's a lot of plants. Yep, raise them all myself. Is that up on the shelf too? Yes, I picked out a really pretty one for you. Oh, thanks, but I think they're all pretty. Heh heh. Heh heh. Is it 5 or it might be 7? When was I born? 1998. It might be 6 years. I'm 25 this year and he just turned 31. So yeah, it must be 6 years. Oh, my hip just clicked. Jesus, I'm falling apart, man. I'm all over the place. What am I doing now? Am I going to work? Go to the hospital. Okay. I think it's 6 too. 25 next month I am. Do you know what I'm upset about though? Should tell you this. Did you hear the hip? Oh my god. This microphone sometimes doesn't seem to pick up anything and other times picks up every little click and pop. Ridiculous. Anyway, should I tell you what I'm annoyed about today? It's not really annoyed. That's not a fair word to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. Can't stop, won't stop. You may know, if you're a follower of Cultaholic, of a man named Richard Tubman. He does a lot of the behind the scenes work and he works on the podcast and he's very famous among the Cultaholic fans. Anyway, Richard Tubman has been in Japan for the last year. Also, Richard Tubman and I share a birthday. We have the same exact birthday. Apart from he was born before me. Anyway, that's not really important. We have the same birthday. Both born on July 27th. And this bugger, this big old loser, you never guess what he's doing. He's coming back from Japan about a week before his birthday. Our birthday. And he's having a party for his birthday and return from Japan. And now I can't have a party either. Because the only weekend I'm free is the weekend he's having his gosh darn party. Which means that I can't have a party for my 25th birthday. And I'm very upset. But I can't tell him not to have a party because he has been in Japan. And everyone has missed him a lot. And he has literally not seen everyone for a year. But I'm still upset, alright? Because it's my birthday too. And I just don't feel like that he took that into consideration when he had his party. And then when I said, he put it in the group chat and I said, our birthday. And then he said, no, my birthday. And I can't believe it. And everyone in the office was making fun of me, being like, oh, I guess it's my birthday too. And I'm like, no, it actually is my birthday. And I don't know if they knew that it was my birthday, but it was my birthday. It is my birthday. It's still going to be my birthday forever. But I'm just saying, how rude is it that he's having... One, that he was born on the same day as me. What the hell was that? Come and get me, Ollie, if you dare. Jelly legs, scaredy cat. Jesus, that made me jump. Clearly, you need to make sure his flight gets delayed 2 weeks. I'm going to go to Japan. I'm going to scribble all over his passport, and he's not coming back. The birthday stealer, even though it's probably older than you. Exactly. And if I didn't only have friends from the office, if I didn't only have friends in the office, then I wouldn't be a problem. But the only friends I have are people who work here and know Richard Tubman. And they all want to go to his birthday party and they don't want to come to mine. Admittedly, he asked first, but I didn't think there was going to be an issue. You can have a virtual party. My birthday technically is on a Thursday, so it will be a joint stream there. And I am working on my birthday, so... Got a bomb threat on his plane, delay his arrival. Welcome to your birthday party, Ashton. Well, yeah. But now, I'm not having a party now. Hey, no running down here. Oh, my old nerves. Are they going to force you to play Gollum on your birthday? They better bloody not. I'll cry. I'll say, not only did Rich Tubman steal my birthday, but I'm being forced to play bloody Gollum. Hey, Finley. Mia, you don't rush off your feet. Busy day, huh? Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. The Hendersons in room 302 wouldn't keep still for 5 minutes. I can't deal with that kind of thing. Yeah, I just saw those two myself. Where? Downstairs in the main entrance. Oh dear, and I just got them back into bed. Thing I need to know? The Hendersons poisoned each other. What? What, are they trying to kill each other? No. It was a dare, but I'm sure they can explain it better themselves. I do get a Barbie birthday. I'm going to see Barbie the week before my birthday, that's true. I'm going, to be fair, though, I am going to see my uni friends the week before because all of our birthdays are in July. So I am actually going to see them at the weekend before. And I am going on holiday the week before that. But still, it's the principle of the thing. And also, the week after that, I'm going to see my parents. But that's not actually for me. I thought it was my birthday barbecue for my parents. But also, that's not even for me. That's because my cousins just had babies. She just had 2 twin girls, admittedly very, very cute. But I thought it was my birthday barbecue. Turns out, it's not. It's so that everyone can meet the twins. The hell is happening? 25! That's like a big deal. That's like a quarter of a life. And nobody seems to care, apart from me. Can't believe it. I'm upset. I'm fuming. I feel a deep birthday rage within me. No one seems to care that it's my birthday. Can't believe it.
Burgers, hot dogs. Either way, it's BBB barbecue season.
Yeah, boy.
What do librarians bring to BBQs? Shush kebabs. Ha ha ha.
Very good.
What happened to the cannibal that showed up late for the barbecue? He got a cold shoulder. He. I went to a barbecue place where ribs came in helpings of 3, 5, 7 or 13. They only serve prime rib.
Very good.
What great apes
Maths
grow
joke.
the best BBQs? Gorillas. Ho ho ho.
Like grills.
I was briefly famous when someone hit me in the face with a grill rack. The attack made headlines. How ooh.
How
Moggy
ooh.
T large max.
Trolling Badger, thank you for the 420 blips.
BBBBBBB Porcupine BBBBBBBBB Doctor BBBBBBBBBBB Alan BBBBBBBB Meds BBBBBBBBB Early Ashton birthday party blaze it.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for the blips. The headlines one was good. They were all pretty good. Don't tell Mr. Black, don't tell Lord Brotovich, but they're better than those ones on Friday because I didn't understand one of those jokes. Hello. How are you doing this evening? Beautiful, isn't it, the fall? It's just a pity it's always gets so dark so early. I wouldn't mind a few hours more of sunshine. It's bright enough in here today. It's bright enough in here though, luckily. True, but a long walk in the fall air would do me some good. Still, you're right. You know, when I was young, light wasn't a given. We always had to catch it first. Catch it. The light. It used to be more agile than we're used to these days. It was quite tricky. I'll tell you a story if you'd like. Sure. Oh, if I'm not keeping you from your work? Nah. So from my memory of dates, Ashton had to share her 15th birthday with the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympics. See? My whole life I've been sharing my birthday. What a terrible fact. I've never had a good birthday, you know. My 16th birthday, this is really sad. Are you ready? My 16th birthday, everybody cancelled on me the morning of, and I didn't get to have a part. I didn't get to do my birthday because everyone who I invited, which admittedly was only like 7 people, all cancelled on me. I thought it was a prank. I thought I was getting pranked and they were all going to turn up anyway. They didn't. They just weren't free. Anyway, so there. And on my 19th birthday, or maybe my 20th birthday, probably was my 20th, after the night out, there was a man trying to jump off a bridge and we stopped him jumping off a bridge. I don't think I've ever had a good birthday, apart from one time when I was a kid and I had a High School Musical themed birthday party where I learned all the music to the High School Musical dance from a teacher, and then we got to take pictures in a cheerleader costume. That was a pretty good birthday. And also one birthday when I was 7, I got to hold an owl. That was a pretty good birthday. So yeah. My birthday's always dramatic. Sometimes I just cry on my birthday. I don't know why. It just makes me the most emotional day of the year for me. I always cry on my birthday. I don't think I've ever not cried on my birthday, to be honest. I always cry at something. Boring Lona. Oh, I'm sorry that you also had people cancel on you when you were 8. Well, they didn't cancel, they just didn't show up. That's so sad. She's telling us a story now. Oh, it's a video. Before there were streetlights in Porcupine, we had to come up with other solutions if we wanted to read at night. That's where a trained light catcher like me comes in. Catching light isn't easy, of course. You can just open a jar in the morning and put a lid on it when it's full. Try it. You won't get very far, I'll say an owl. The thing is, light is fantastically fast. See, that makes me sad that people just don't celebrate their birthday anymore. I'm going to keep on trying to celebrate my birthday until, I'm just going to keep on trying. Forever. I'm going to make it everyone's problem. If this birthday doesn't go well, next year, I'm making it everyone's problem. And they're not going to have any reason not to come because it's going to be everyone's problem. And I'm going to be like, put it in your calendars now. My birthday is next year on a Friday. And we're all going to go out and have a good time. I turned 32 a few weeks ago and didn't even get a cake. No. I'm so sorry everyone's having bad birthdays. Anyway, no one knew what to do, of course. I tried putting out bait. Maybe the light would like pea stew or chocolate truffles, but it didn't. What it liked were the pears my husband Gilbert was growing in the garden. One night I saw these little lights swirling around pears and settling on their skin. Eureka, I thought. Irma, now you've got it. It's hard to screw fruit into lamps, of course, so I asked a local glassblower to make pear-shaped jars. What do you know? Once we began using the pear-shaped glass, or bulbs as the glassblower called them, the light came into the parlour at the speed of light, and we could finally read at night. Oh, Drew, I'm glad your wife makes you feel special on your birthday. My birthday's right after summer ends, so usually most people don't have time because school is starting or they took days off already, so I don't really do much for my birthday. See, my birthday's right at the beginning of the summer holidays, so it was always like the second week in, so everyone was always on holiday for my birthday. Of course, nowadays we use electricity to tickle the light, so it knows when to come and go. When I was in uni and I went to see a therapist for like 6 weeks because they were worried about me, lol. She was like, has anyone ever let you down? And I was like, well, my 16th birthday, nobody came. And she was like, that's really sad. And I was like, you're telling me, babe. Anyway. Oh, everyone's been having... Hey, let's not talk about birthdays anymore because it sounds like everyone is sad about it. Sorry about that. Sorry, everyone. Once again, the attention's been taken off me about when it comes to birthdays. Everyone's sharing the attention again. Just kidding. Oh, Outlaw Man. My best friend used to not have very good birthdays, but the last 3 years I've made sure to do something special for her birthday every year, lol. It's a tradition. That's cute. That's how I became a light catcher. If I'm honest though, I never actually caught the light. It's far too fast for that, you know? Anyway, that's how things were back then. I think you might be making that up. I've never been good at physics, but it all makes sense to me. I'll take a closer look at my lamps at home. Alright, now you've told me all about catching the light, but not how you're doing. How are you feeling today? I don't know exactly. It's a strange feeling not being able to answer that question. I haven't slept this much in years, and I'm feeling a little chilly. Let me take a look. It'll only take a second. Oh, Wordle again. Heart, foot, tooth. Bone. Okay. Bone. Tooth. Skull. Eye. Oh. Oh, they're all there, but they're in the wrong order. Okay, hold on. So where's the... So the bone has to be here. Bone. I bloody put the tooth back there, idiot. Idiot, why put the tooth back there? Let's put the tooth here. Let's put the hand, skull there. Did it. Tomorrow's birthday, I'm just doing dinner and a movie. Oh, well, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Sounds lovely. I'm complaining that we're one-upping her on her birthday for bad birthdays. The correct response is to make her next birthday extra awful and show her we care. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you could just actively all participate in making my next birthday terrible. If I have to play Gollum, my worst birthday ever. At least we know it's pneumonia now. We're going to keep you giving medication until symptoms subside. The most important thing is to bring your temperature down. That will help you sleep better too. My goodness me. This wouldn't have been so much trouble when I was younger. Yes, fortunately, the immune system weakens with age. School often restarted around my birthday. The first day of actual school was on my 4th birthday. From that one, I'm told teachers had never celebrated a kid's 4th birthday in reception class before. I was at 6th form, or 16 plus, my school called it, when I was still 15 years old due to my birthday being on a Saturday that year. Oh. Interesting. There was a guy at my school who I found out in when I was in year 11 who was 3 years older than everyone else. And I had no idea. He was called Harry. Unfortunately, the immune system weakens with age. Well, it looks like you're stuck with me a little longer. I don't know why he had to go to school for an extra 3 years. He started in year 7 with all of us, but he was older. And I never know why. He told me probably, but I've not got a very good memory. The weird old lady with her oddball stories. How terrible. Yes, you don't know what you've gotten yourself into. Occupational hazard, you sleep better now. You need to get some rest and we'll soon have you back on track. I know I'm a doctor and it's a bit of a cliche, but sleep really is the best medicine. I agree. Alright, love. Thanks. Goodbye. I'm off to deal with these 2 bloody reindeer. When I had pneumonia, they had to put tubes between my ribs to drain the fluid. Was a weird feeling when they pulled the tubes out. Respectfully, Justin, that's disgusting. How dare you tell me that? Not a fan of that. I have to be honest. Faker. Quitter. I drank half the bottle. Yeah, right, I saw you spit it out. Because I had to puke. I puked first, boys. He always starts it. He never stops it. Boys! Shut up! He's having fever, vomiting, diarrhea, and headache. May I ask why? Mold fight. Yeah, mold fight. Do I even want to know? We found this moldy old bottle in the basement. Orange juice. Champagne. With fermented frothy orange juice. No, gloopy yellow champagne. I think I'm going to be sick. Let's take a closer look. Which one of you is Oliver? Here. Ha, Ollie's always first. First in losing, maybe, blockhead. Oh man, Ollie is the toughest guy. What are we doing now? I'm going to have to give you an injection. Whoa, what? No way, needles are totally lame. He's scared, look, he's shaking. I'm so not shaking. Come on, Doc, let's get this over with. I would put these 2 men in different rooms because they're already annoying me. Use A to find the best place to insert the needle. Once you've done that, hold A to draw the right amount of blood or administer the right amount of medication. How do I know where is the right place to give the medicine? I would assume into the blood vein? Into the vein? Almost. Oh, balls. Gollum won 15-9 did it when we did the poll at the end of the last week's stream. Lol. Well, I'm not playing anymore. That game's crap. Face it, I'm just really brave. They probably gave you a kiddie injection. That's no sweat. I can do that too. Okay, so you must be Rudy, right? I'm going to give you exactly the same thing. Here we go. Here we go. I still don't know if I did it right, but I'm going to go with yes. I assume we're going for the vein. I'm not very good at that mini game. 2 Bs, rubbish. Rubbish! Shook less than Ollie, didn't I, Doc? Come on, Doc. You know I was the best. Whatever it was you drank, it's infected you with the bacteria. Shigella, this is no joke. Yeah, Shigella fight. No, Shigella fight. This is serious. Your god disease is something called shigellosis, which can get really nasty. Both of you are still contagious. We're going to need to implement hygiene and safety precautions to make sure no one else in the ward catches your disease. But I've got more shigellosis than Ollie, right? Have not. Have two. Your diagnosis is exactly the same, Rudy. Boys. Forget it. I'm off. Lock these buggers in their room. I'm off. Hey Carl, how's it going? Pretty well actually, people are sleeping well today. Sandra and I even had time for a round of UCT. On my 23rd birthday, I had a minor procedure done to fix scar tissue. The doctor was my dad's friend and started talking about how he was there when I was born. I'm like, cool topic to talk about while I'm topless on your table. I feel like doctors just don't have the same thing that other people do in that they see a half naked person and they're like, yeah. I've seen it all before, but the rest of us are like, I got no top on. Let them die, they're annoying. Yeah, just lock the door. Just lock the door. Sandra and I even had time for a UCT. Urine cup toss. Is that a thing? Sure, there are even national tournaments. It's a big deal in the nursing community. Sandra and I are on Team Ursula. We've been training. It's one of those things you can only really do at night, but that's not what I came here for. Your razor-sharp senses probably already told you this, but Kurowski isn't here tonight, thanks to the outstanding seamless planning of the work rota. There's actually no ward supervisor here at all tonight. As the most senior person here, that leaves me in charge of most of the tasks until Dr. Kurowski gets back to her shift tomorrow. That doesn't sound so bad. It sure isn't. However, it does mean that I need you to sign off on your treatment outcomes. As a pain, a thankless task. You win many friends that way, you know. Alright, let's get this over with. I'm going to get B. Smiley face. Did they fill the cups first? I don't think they're throwing cups of piss around, guys. It's going to get all in Carl the Ram's hair. What can I say? I think that's all looks good. Considering how new you are, there's nothing to complain about here. Way to go, Finley, really. So how was that? Did I sound like Dr. Krokowski? I feel weird. It's okay, Carl. Don't worry about it. This was so much nicer than the lectures I get from Dr. Krokowski. Heh. Alright, I think the rest of the night will be a quiet one. Put your feet up a little. Try to relax. We'll do another quick round before the end of the shift and that's it. I am very confident they're throwing full cups around. Otherwise, why bother? Touché. Excuse me. Can someone help me, please? There's water dripping through the ceiling. I'm all wet. That's coming from room P31. Is that Irma? I better check it out. Irma, what's going on here? You're soaked to the bone. There you are. I don't know. I was just lying here and suddenly my blanket was wet. Believe you me, it was quite a relief when I realised it wasn't my fault. I thought I was really getting decrepit. Goodness, it feels like that time our waterbed burst. It was little Giuliano's fault. Bad day, and he wanted a pirate party. I had no idea he was going to wake us up wearing his pirate costume. Those toy pirates were pretty sharp back in the day, you know. I'm so sorry about this. We'll take care of it right away. Then we'll get you some new clothes and a cosy blanket. What's going on in here? Carl, it's raining from the ceiling. I can see that. Let's go upstairs and see where the water's coming from. What about Irma? Holy hot pot, what's going on here? Sandra, good to see you. I thought the guys were having a party. Can you take the... She's just still there, look. She's in urgent need of fresh clothes and bedding. Sure, no problem. I was just about to anyway. Finley, we need to fetch Gregor and let him know. He's been working on the 4th floor ward all day. Let's try there first. Alright. Someone's going to come and take care of you right away, alright? I have a feeling Irma's going to die, guys. I have a sneaky suspicion. Oh boy. There's water in one of the patient's rooms. You don't say, kid. Last I checked, they weren't building a swimming pool on this floor. Don't you think we need to find the cause of it? I'm on it, kid. But if you want to help, go up a floor. To the 5th floor? But it's locked and closed off. Here's the key. Use this to unlock the door at the top of the staircase. I'm in enough trouble as it is, with him as it is. You go out on ahead. I'll be there in a minute. Okay, I think something bad's going to happen. I'm on it. Also, you do it. I mean, you've got to respect the hustle, you know? Nothing. Everything's okay. I can't see what he's saying. I'm not waiting for anything. No, I'm not scared. It's just the last time I was up here, I had that accident. I can't see what Carl is saying. God, I wish I knew what he was saying. He's talking a lot. Yeah, you're right. It's just a ward like all the others. I wish I knew what he was saying. It would be so good if I knew that. Anyway. Here we go. This is where we enter the portal to hell and have to fight our way out. Genre changed to FPS. We're going full Doom clone in this bitch. Okay, so it should be this way. Oh, no, it is this way. Carl, look up there. Do you know Finley's surname? I don't know. I don't think so. The pipe's burst. I can see that and I can feel it too. My clothes are already soaked. How could something like this have happened? The whole pipe's basically turned to rust. We see how dangerous. See if you can how dangerous it gets up here. This ward's ruined now. Maybe it really was for the best to just shut it down. What a mildew-infested dump. I've said it time and time again, but no one listens to old Gregor, do they? Even though he's the one who has to handle it every time. Have you seen it, Gregor? Yeah, the heating pipe's burst. Hold on. He's going to get a bucket. Hey, Battle Pants, how's it going? Old Gregor doesn't have it easy. Old Earth has been through a lot over the last few decades. I do what I can, but I can't be everywhere at once. But when I'm not there, no one takes care of the old lady. And I want the old lady to be alright. Even if I don't have the resources all the time, or the back of a 20-year-old, as long as old Gregor's still standing, Ursula will be alright too. Thank you, Mr. Glendower. Don't be so dramatic, you old fart. I'll be on my way then. I'll have a look at the old pipe in the next few days. Right now, I've got other things to do. Sounds like the hospital's important to him. Could be, I guess. You're pretty hard on him. Why not? We've had our share of arguments. He's never around when you need him. I can't rely on him. Take today, for instance. Who found the broken pipe? We did. Who arranged the repairs when the elevator got stuck? We did. I did. You did. All that old fart has to do is slap some tape on it and it's all good. If you say so. Everything okay? I don't know, I feel funny. What do you mean? Are you sick? No, but I haven't been up here since the accident. So? Well, everything's gone. The desk, the blood, the eerie noises. What are you talking about? Do you even remember what happened? Yeah, I do, but wait. How do you know what happened? I was the one who found you up here. Really? Yeah, you and old Arndez. And you didn't see anything out of the ordinary? Well, two bleeding and unresponsive people lying on the floor isn't exactly what I'd call ordinary. I was looking for Arndez, and then I heard a bang, so I rushed up here straight away. I actually thought you couldn't get up here anymore, but it looks like I was wrong. You two clearly managed it. I dragged you both to the door. Then Dimmy and Archie were here to help me carry you out. You're lucky this happened to be in the stairwell. They were looking to grab a cup of coffee. For someone so small, you're pretty heavy, you know that? Did you see anything else? Was there anyone else here? Finley, it was just the two of you, half buried under a load of boxes. I promise. Why would I lie to you? This ward's a disaster area. That's why it was shut down a few years ago. Now it's just for storage. Everyone dumps their junk here. No one really looks after it. It was only a matter of time before someone got hurt. Mr. Anders ended up here by mistake. He was very confused. He pulled out his drip and then merrily started bleeding all over the place. He probably tripped over his own tubes or bumped his head. And when you went after him, the whole pile of junk collapsed on itself. Oh, man. It was quite a mess. Want to head back downstairs? What happened here? Why is the ward closed? Look at it. This is a huge ward. We could use the space. St. Arthur's had a long history. This used to be the internal 1-hour ward. Spent my first few years at the hospital up here. That was a long time ago. At some point, they realised the damp was getting into the walls. Hospital managers decided to close the ward. The staff even held a vote. Most of us were in favour. They said they'd fix it up once they had the money. As you can see, that has not happened yet, I see. Do you think they'll ever get the ward up and running again? It'd be a shame if they just left it here to rot. I wouldn't bet on it. We've basically gotten used to it over the years, and it gives folks a place to dump their old junk. Can we go back downstairs now? I've still got a few more things to do today. Sun's going to come up soon. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and Carl, thank you for hauling me down from here after the accident. That must have been hard work. You bet your sweet butt it was. You're lucky I'm such an athlete. There's a lot of talking. Jeremiah the Tadpole, thank you so much for subscribing for 41 months. Morning there. Rough night? Good morning. Just finished my first night shift. Guess I'm not quite used to it yet. Ah, the old all-night drink-a-thon, eh? I don't do that anymore. I need my sleep. Me too. Now I'm going to go lie down. You do that. I'll keep watch out here. Don't want the postwoman or the garbage collector disturbing your rest. Thank you, Walrus. Billy Ray. It's Billy Ray Walrus. He's our mate. Okay, almost all the boxes are unpacked, but I still need to do a few chores. The way things have been, I'll never get around to doing it during the week. Weird, why am I excited about having time to clean? Times change, I guess. No, I don't want to talk to the plant. Maybe you just need a nice long drink. Wait here, I'll take care of it. Just want to play with the ball. The tap doesn't work. It was like that when I moved in. I made a call and they told me the downspout was clogged. My landlady promised me she'd take care of it. She just didn't say when. Oh well, I'll just take a cup with me. I'd better get the water from the bathroom. I don't want that goo coming up out of the drain again. And a classy drink requires a classy receptacle. Water. Feed the plant. Fresh from the tap. Bon appetito. Just make sure you get a taxi home, okay? Good morning, sunshine. Are you ready for our super awesome day out? Sure am. I just finished my chores. All I did was water the plant. What's your day off today? It is, but I'll never find time otherwise. Are you remembering to water the plant? Yep, just took care of that. Promise? Yes. You better not be lying to me. I can sense when my plants are dehydrated. I'm still holding the glass in my hand. You use a glass to water your plant? What's wrong with that? My plants get only the best water from the finest vessels. My watering can costs as much as my car. Maybe. But it was really, really expensive. Anyway, I'm all packed and ready to go. Why don't you come over to my store? Then we'll head out. What are we going to be doing? I'll tell you when we get there. Just tell me. I can't hear you. Come on. I think Pina likes us. That goat wants to kiss our pigeony face. Hey, sleep well? Spare a few cents for me? Hi, hold on a sec. Thank you, you're my #1 customer, you know that? Goodness, Alfio, you're shivering from the cold. I lost my hat. A gust of wind snatched it away and off it flew. No idea where it is. I'll take a look, maybe I'll find it. You're a good gem, Finley, thank you. Oh, I feel sad for Alfio the walrus. Is that Jimmy Ray Walrus? Must be. His long lost cousin. We're going to the woods. To the woods. Oh, stop yawning. You're a mess. Not speaking to anyone. Not the time. Off to kiss a goat. There you are. Sleep well. Like a wet log. Wet? A water pipe burst during the night shift. Ah, Mother Nature will restore your strength. I can already hear her call. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Oh, we're going in a little truck. Cute. Cute. Ah, the smell of pine needles, fresh air, sunshine, everything a person needs. True, but it also makes this person hungry. You don't have any snacks, do you? Maybe. And a little work, too. Over the weekend, in the woods. Of course, the woods don't take weekends, you know. And as a florist, the countryside is my office. Thought this was going to be a fun trip. It will be. You said you wanted to show me something. What is it? You'll see. Lived in Porcupine for close to a month now. The time has come. The time for what? Pina. Well, the forecast said there might be thunderstorms today. We'd better hurry. You go on ahead, that's part of the tradition. But I don't even know where to go. There aren't many paths, and if you're too slow, I'll take the lead. Let's go. We're going on an adventure. Camping is not a holiday. Camping is an ordeal. Well, I used to go camping with guides when I was a kid. I used to enjoy every part of camping except the actual sleeping in the tent, because I always slept like ass, and you get woken up in the morning by bloody pigeons. And the guide leaders were always so boring. Never let anyone explore their imagination. One time I started a cult during a guide camp, and I was told off for starting a cult. And I can't help it that I have a very active imagination, and there wasn't much to do during the day. Finley, what's going on? What do you mean? I thought we wanted to speed things up a bit. Are we not? Not enough. Don't fall asleep, sleepyhead. Very demanding. A cult in a group led by someone that is referred to as Brown Owl? Surely not. Oh my god. Yeah, we did call them Brown Owl. Brown Owl, Tawny Owl. What are the other ones? Snowy Owl. Why are they all called owls? I mean, we didn't do that so much in guides, but when I was in Brownies, we did call them Brown Owl. But I did start a cult. But it was there was a little lake that ran through the, I may have told the story before, a little lake that ran through the woods that we were at, and I started a cult where I was the leader of the Lake Clan. And if you wanted to join the Lake Clan, you had to stick your hand in the river. And then I got told off because apparently everyone was going to get listeria or something. How was I supposed to know that? I was 10. Okay, Peanut, this isn't funny anymore. Yeah, great joke. You can come out now. What's going on here? I'd be in your cult. Thanks. I thought it was a pretty good cult, to be fair. There was a hierarchy structure. I think we made some headdresses as well. We were having a great time. The only issue was that apparently the river could give us listeria. Or whatever water-based sickness. So they told me to stop doing it. And I was like, okay, I'll stop. And then I didn't stop. And then I got actually told off and they called my mum. Peanut, where are you? What the? Hello? I'm warning you. Ashton 30 minutes ago. The most brave thing I did was climb a bus stop. Ashton now. I started a cult at 10 at a camp. Hey. What can I say? I'm a very charismatic person. Did you start a cult to show you had a group to turn up to your birthday? Maybe at the time I didn't know, but maybe that's what I was doing, was subconscious. I'm not alone. And I've already got a knife. And I've got a knife. Do we have a knife? Ha 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 ha. Peanut, there you are. Too bad I don't have a mirror with me. You should see your face. Ha 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 ha. That wasn't funny. My heart almost leapt out of my chest. As a medical professional, you should know that is very unlikely. Unlikely, yes. Never happened before. I wouldn't be so sure. Where did you go? I was only a few feet behind you, then suddenly you were gone. I thought I'd never get out of here alive. Come on, Finn. Sorry, I'm so fidgety today. Don't be so dramatic. I found a plant and had to dive into the shrubbery for a moment. Yeah, alright. Did you pick it? Plant? No way. I just marvelled at it. There was hardly any rain this summer. Even today, it's still surprisingly warm. You don't have to be a genius to see that. You just have to look at the plants. Alright, but next time, let me know if you're going to run off. Alright? I promise. Hehe. Seriously though. What are these creepy figures? Don't tell me you put them up just to scare me. I wish. If I had the time to make these things just to scare you, I would have a lot of spare time. And believe me, I would use it to scare you. You're not far wrong though. What do you mean? Well, the figurines did actually make them. Some of them at least. Are you serious? What for? Now these are memorial figurines. This is what I wanted to show you. I figure you hadn't heard about them yet. As a matter of fact, I hadn't. Why are they here? Porcupine is an old town. Several centuries old, in fact. And whenever someone dies in Porcupine, we place a memorial figurine for them. That way people can come to the woods to visit those who have passed. It's quiet here, peaceful. Sorry, I'm burping, my apologies. It's where people come when they miss their loved ones. I see. I'm the only florist in Porcupine. I'm good with all plants. And I'm not bad with my hands either. Cheeky. Taken a few jobs around town, but this is the one I like the most. That's actually quite sad in a way. Don't you find it depressing? Yes, I do. It's a small town and I often know the people who've died. Sometimes I can see it coming that I'm going to be making a memorial figurine for someone soon, but sometimes the order comes as a complete surprise. One day I bump into an old lady at the bakery next door. She's friendly, in a good mood, hot cappuccino in her hand, and the next day she's a wooden memorial figurine on my counter. This is sad, but I love the job all the same. I get to create a memorial for someone who people cared about, and the family are grateful to have a place to come visit. I'm very proud of that. I had no idea. It's a really important job, a hard one. This is cute, but sad, I guess, and also creepy. But enough of my rambling. Now you know why we're here, and why I wanted to bring you with me. Now you're really part of Porcupine. Hee hee, I see. So what now? Is there anything I need to do? Are you going to make a figurine like that too? Of course not. Don't be disrespectful, Finno. My backpack's full of branches, yarn and flowers. You know, I don't make the figurines. I also come here regularly and take care of them. And today, you have the great honour of helping me. You want me to repair these figurines? I'm no good with my hands. You're kidding, right? So you spend all day snipping and cutting away at your patience. We have to get matching tattoos to join Ashton's cult. No, you just have to go and find the specific river that I used to go to guide camp at. I don't know I don't know if it was like a guide camping ground or something. Anyway, you have to go and find that. You have to touch the river. Prove to me that you've touched the river by taking a picture. Then you can join the cult. Oh, a scout camp I had when I was 13. I did become the king of the crates. No explanation necessary. None at all. I was queen of the river. So, I get it, man. I respect your kingdom. And if your kingdom ever wants an alliance, let me know. We have water to trade with your crates. You've never seen my wound dressing skills. Deal, but I'm still not coming to your birthday. Ah! Right in the heart. Can't believe that. I give you some bunches to fix up the figurines with. So how do I fix broken figurines? Good question. There's no set rules or instructions for that. The glow milk woods dance on their own tune. Just keep the eyes and ears open. You'll find your figurines, alright? We'll meet up again once you're done. So you're not going to help? Of course I am. I'm going to search for them as well. But I haven't been here for a while, so there's probably a lot to do. If we don't split up, we'll never get finished today. And it does feel like it's going to rain too. Come on, it'll be fun. Good luck, fellow figurine finder. Why does she always have to run off? Right, we're going to leave it there for today because it is 7 o'clock and my cats are on their own this evening and they're going to be well mardy if I don't feed them soon. Let me just... Oh, balls, hold on. Balls. Is that way? I'm just going to mute this. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful time. I sure did. Ben will be streaming tomorrow. Don't know what he's streaming, if it's more Diablo, if it's more WWE. I don't know. But I guess we'll all find out tomorrow at the same time. In the meantime, check out tonight's list. It was the best of 2017. If you want to watch that, you can. It's there if you want to. We're going to raid Andrew over at Cultaholic. It is Andrew, isn't it? It is. He's playing some World War Air. You guys like that. Loads of you watched that on Tuesday, so watch it on a Monday as well. I will see you guys on Thursday for the joint stream. In the meantime, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or sleep, whatever you're going to be doing with the rest of your day, and I will see you very, very soon. Alright? Love ya! Bye-bye.